We are Gargoyles.
How convenient Tom comes across all these familiar faces on the street here. Brendan and Margot, the gang trio, Officer Morgan. I'm sure Vinny's in the background somewhere too.
I took a big chance telling the sergeant I knew your family.
If you know Goliath, one could say that you do.
Goliath's not your family, you demented fool.
Vocate venti fortunate, ex rice overonis, et hic navis frugam regate, ad orae Avalonis.
So you could control traveling to Avalon, but not your destination when leaving Avalon.
I will fight off any who would threaten these eggs.
Come here, Tom. Kneel before me and swear. Do you solemnly swear on your life and your honor to protect these gargoyle eggs and the beings within them as long as you live?
I swear.
Arise, Tom, guardian of the eggs.
Ooh. Evildoers start quivering now.
What is it you wish of me?
Your throne. The king is dead.
Are you sure he's dead, Constantine? I didn't see any blood on that knife. Did he just die from shock? Considering what we see the Archmage and Magus do with the Grimorum later in the same episode, I'm not sure why trickery is the best they can come up with in order to escape here. Or in a single kill the usurper king and his army spell in that text.
Periusum meum ad somate similitudo utoptare.
I'll take these to the boathouse. The guards will think it's more old kitchen stuff to be dumped into the sea.
Thank you for that, little guardian of exposition. We never could have figured that out ourselves.
No magics may enter here, save Avalon's own.
You cannot make us go back or the princess could die. The eggs could die.
You screech like barn owls, meaningless chatter of meaningless lives. Magus, do something! So owls you will be.
Periusum meum tirate restus.
Great magic speed reading from Magus here, and how fortunate that he found just the right counterspell for the occasion.
I still don't understand how you could have lived back then, and still be here.
Time passes differently on Avalon. For every hour spent there, one day goes by in the real world.
This time discrepancy actually works out. All these Avalon refugees are about the proper age if you measure it over a 1,000-year time frame. And don't question me on this, I've done this painstaking research over a 14-year time frame. Archmage wants to draw out Goliath's demise while you use lethal piercing attacks against him. What if that actually connected?
I know this isn't the time, but I can't help noticing that Angela sort of looks like Demona, except her coloring's different. Whose daughter is she?
Daughters and sons belong to the whole clan, Elisa. It is the Gargoyle way.
I'll take that as a, yeah, guilty as charged. Some of these gargoyles clearly have magical powers. Look at how there's empty space behind Catherine here. Then in the next frame there are at least 2 beds. These injured gargoyles' wings. I know they were injured in a fight with Archmage, but did they really amputate? So it's a pretty dramatic development they could have at least mentioned at some point.
I have to understand, since we arrived upon the island all those years ago, Avalon has been completely deserted, except for the sleeping king.
The Weird Sisters led the charge against us.
I wonder if anyone else who watches this 3-parter will be amazed at how many times the Magus' eyes change color. It must be some animation error record. I can't count the exact number, so I'll just add a 2 Magus' dozen bonus to cover it.
All of the pieces are now in place. Goliath and his clan are doomed. Isn't it time for you to go? I was just about to. Are you certain you know what to do? I should. I watched you do it.
Let's take time to give a hand to David Warner for this dual performance. It might have a few plot holes, but it's at least entertaining.
Are you me? I'm who you will become. Then you must help me recover the Grimorum from that beast, Goliath. All in good time. The book is now part of history and must fulfill its role in the time stream.
Then why have you brought me here?
I could put you back where I found you. No.
Plot hole Exhibit A. If all of this is already happened, how could he leave past Archmage there? He's fulfilled his role in the time stream, hasn't he?
Oberon will not be pleased. He entrusted us to guard the gates of Avalon. And now we are banished from that fair isle by a magician's parlor tricks.
Might I suggest an alliance?
We make no pacts with sorcerers.
Not even if I can promise you revenge against these mortals?
We are listening.
Protect these two. Guide their courses.
So nice to see all of the machinations of these sisters in City of Stone was all in the name of vengeance against Omegas. Talk about anti-climax. I'm sure one could argue it is the capricious nature of this trio, but I still feel that epic four-parter should have carried more ultimate significance than this. Only guide Ramona and Macbeth. If these two are only enhanced to be foot soldiers for the Archmage, why not recruit more? Create an entire army of immortals.
Give him the Grimorum Arcanorum.
Are you mad? The Eye and the Gate were forged on the island, but the Grimorum is full of human sorcery. By Oberon's law, no magics may enter here, save Avalon's own.
You mean we went to all that trouble to get the Grimorum, and now I can't even take it in with me? What am I supposed to do? Eat it? You are learning.
Either this is quite a clever loophole or just a cheat. Nah, I think I'll go with the latter. Either this great gargoyle is temporally confused.
First of the warriors you will need. Trust me, we're not doing her any favors.
So recycling animation is always a sin. 36x, but I count around only 14 gargoyles, including the bitch, beast. The others didn't get killed, did they? Else Catherine would have mentioned that. Even if it's due to injury fighting Archmage's forces, it's still a wasted opportunity because the full Avalon clan is never given a full spotlight in this series. It's fine though. Those missing gargoyles will be represented in Sins. For a sec, I thought these three sisters were banned from Avalon, so how are they on Avalon now? Did Archmage cast some spell to reinstate them we never heard about?
What of the Sleeping King?
You mean he really exists? I'd heard the legends, but never dreamed they were true.
All things are true. The king is on the island, asleep in his hollow hill. Be warned, his power is great.
Then once we've taken the island, we'll just make sure he never wakes up.
Tell me about the Sleeping King.
Since this series is so influenced by Shakespeare, let me sum up this Arthur subplot in one play. Much Ado About Nothing. Why would an obsolete fighter with no Excalibur or Merlin be any serious threat to an overpowered wizard, 3 overpowered fae, and 2 immortal fighters armed with energy weapons? Archmage's squadron is like Murderer's Row facing a JV squad in this showdown, in my opinion. Jalapeno.
Destroy them.
Angela, come on!
I generously allowed them to live until dawn, but if they're so eager to die...
Why can't they show what just happened, though?
Demona and Macbeth are 2 of the greatest warriors of all time. We've got to face it, Goliath. You've never actually beaten either of them.
I only foiled their plans or fought them to a draw.
How was foiling their plans not qualifying as defeating them?
What manner of magic is this?
It is your death.
Moment of squee. Props to the production team for giving us the literary battle we never knew we wanted to see until now. In King Arthur versus Macbeth. But this scene makes sense. First of all, what the hell is Archmage doing? What the hell is Goliath doing? A gargoyle kamikaze attack?
I have waited a millennium for this moment.
Actually, you've only waited several minutes for your vengeance due to this time looping, technically.
Enough of this! Get clear!
My love!
This scene is amusing after.
Did you think I'd forgotten our last battle? Well, I'm no longer that weakling. I could destroy you with a word.
Then why don't you?
Goliath would be excellent at AnimatedSins. Archmage for under usage of the magic time-traveling talisman. Actually, I was just talking about in this fight with Goliath, but that could apply to his dawn deadline. When I travel into the future and destroy the sleeping Avalon gargoyles instead of actually waiting till dawn in real time. So this whole group of villains for not combining their forces to destroy Goliath and the others rather than splitting up and making himself so much easier to defeat. To think of the many sins on the writing staff for wasting Archmage after all that intricate time loop backstory. Could have been put to far better use than cliche villain revenge, like, say, fighting Oberon over control of Avalon. Angela can coincidentally see the Megas dying in this pool. To magically show scenes to create dramatic effect.
Now, free them from your spell.
We free you from our dreadful geese. Do as thou will, and as thou please.
The Goliath think the skiff is going to send these to the Immortals Correctional Facility? Could have at least asked those sisters to ensure they would no longer cause harm to anyone, Goliath. You idiot.
Souvenirs?
I'm personally going to ensure that the Phoenix Gate and the Eye of Odin are never used again.
Except by me.
My personal goal is to get back to New York as soon as possible.
Elisa, I thought you understood. Avalon does not take you where you want to go. Avalon sends you where you need to be.
Wait a minute. What does he mean, where we need to be?
That's a good question, Mazo. Maybe someone should review it sometime.